the vetting, my vetting game is too tight. Somebody, I actually have a video here that I want to play for you. My vetting game is tight. When your vetting game is too tight, you may be the keyword, you may end up missing out on life and love. Let me play this video for you really quickly and you'll see exactly what I am talking about. Let me hope I can find it. Let's hope I can find this video. There you go. Oh, my vetting game is strong. All right, let's watch this. And these are sizable books. They are minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author, and those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that. Her name is Kemi Adetiba, this young lady right here, right? So she's a director in Nigeria, and she was proposed to, right? Let me show you a clip of that. She's 42 years old, and she's a typical situation that Rollo Tomasi will basically call a woman who has hit the wall, right? Now he let me just play that really quickly. Now he would not. He said women created the hit the wall phrase, right? And I believe that women created the hit the wall phrase, right? So, but this is the young lady being proposed to at the age of 42 years old. This happened, I don't know, I think like a month ago, but she just released the news yesterday. So why am I talking about this young lady? Again, we're talking about women at the wall, right? And I wanted to take some time. That's basically pictures of, proposal and all those different things of this young lady. But there's something I wanted to speak to that has to do with this, and this is one of the biggest topic that I think Rolo has done a great job covering. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen with you, and then let's talk about a woman who has hit the wall. I'm going to read from the article that he wrote on his blog, and I am neither agreeing or disagreeing with him. Where I think he really is missing it in a lot of his assessment is the idea that there's this mutual exclusive thing between rationalism and emotionalism. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. Okay, as long the idea of rationalizing something, for the most part, as long as we're talking about human beings, is usually involves some level of emotions too, right? So it's kind of hard to separate that. And I've heard him, to be fair, I've heard him admitted to that. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this with you. This is the article that he wrote about the wall, a woman who has hit the wall, and also a man who has hit the wall. That is also a thing. But before I get into that, you see this curve right here. This is essentially what he published some few years back about the man hitting the wall and the woman hitting the wall. As you can see, the pink mountain or bell over there is the woman. So a woman is expected by Rollo, according to Rollo, to hit the wall at around about 30. Now, what does he mean by that, right? Is that across board? Because usually people's defense at this point, or the ladies' defense at this point, give me 1 second. Let me just go ahead and publish this real quickly. Let's see. Just to make sure that we get this word out there. Okay. All right, good. All right, good. Just wanted to make sure we get that out there. All right, good. So, one of the major issues is that people push back at this. Obviously, when people feel like it applies, they will attack back, right? But again, this is just something to be aware of. It's not the reality of everyone's world. It's more so a general thing when you start looking at the statistics and the data, and it's also a good thing to be aware of. Now, I don't think you should project this too much into your life, because this can easily become fear in your heart, and it can actually make you act against your own will. So that's the bell curve right there. Now, the explanation of the bell curve is what I want to, it's called the wall, right? You can see that woman at the wall right there. So this is a response on a comment to him, right? Yeah, it's a term that means hit the wall. I have seen before arriving at this blog, but I've never heard in reality. So, like a lot of things that Rollo Tomasi will say, you may never hear these things in real life, right? And that's one of the reasons why people push against it. That's one of the reasons why I think a lot of the message or rationalism around it is flawed, because it attempts to discount emotion tremendously, knowing fully well that human beings are emotional beings. All right, I always attribute it to a woman losing her looks, but to place it at exactly 30, again, this is the pushback, seems to me to be precise, too much of a precise calculation, right? So here's the fear of decay. Underneath the obvious utility of the wall as an epithet, it's a more painful truth, the inevitable decay of women's sexual appeal. So there's no way. The problem with this is that when you go into women's space to go preach this at them, it tells me that you don't truly understand women. Okay, that's what it tells me, and that's much more of a bigger deal than any kind of decay you may be trying to explain here. If you get in front of a woman, you argue with her about this, you don't understand women, and that's more of a problem. Okay, and the fact that a woman hit some kind of wall, biologically speaking, right? A sexual mating, desirability, blah blah blah, whatever, all those kind of things, while they could be factual, the fact that you put yourself in a position to have to argue with women about this tells me that you lack social skills, and that's much more important to me than the facts that we have here. And this is the problem that I see in a lot of men these days. I see them going about YouTube, talking about this, that, arguing points that ultimately doesn't make sense to the people they're arguing with. That's lack of social skills. So as you can see, I'm literally going to skip through all of this, because I don't think it matters that much in life. If anything, I think this is doing more damage than it's helping people. I think there are people that it helps, because you're going to have somebody that will come back and say, hey, it's helping some people. I get that. But it's actually going to do more damage than it's helping anyone. All right. So that's that with that. Let me see here. So that's the news with Kemi Ade. Congratulations to Kemi Adetiba, by the way. But I don't think ladies should wait around in the hopes that, one of the things I saw yesterday in the comment area is that God's time is the best. While that statement could be true, it's a belief system. There's nothing wrong with it. The reality is that a lot of people are going to be single for the rest of their lives. And I say that with respect to, please don't make this don't turn this to fear in your heart. It's just that if you look around you, right, you can see exactly what I am talking about. How many 42-year-old single ladies do you know that are getting engaged? Just look around you and make sure you look properly, right? So does that mean it's not possible? No, I think it's possible, and I think you should always pursue possibilities rather than probabilities. That's precisely why I would not be wasting too much time on this article or the bell curve or the woman hitting the wall or anything. I don't want to spend that much time on it. I don't think it does you that much service. But you should be aware that if you're meeting people, right, there's something that some people call the vetting. My vetting game is too tight. I actually have a video here that I want to play for you. My vetting game is tight. When your vetting game is too tight, you may be the keyword, you may end up missing out on life and love. Let me play this video for you really quickly, and you'll see exactly what I am talking about. Let me hope I can find it. Let's hope I can find this video. There you go. Oh, my vetting game is strong. All right, let's watch this.